Konnichiwa, Anime Senpai desu. Yokoso, minasan. Today, we'll be looking at some of the wonderful animes that will be released in fall 2022. I hope this video can provide you with interesting insights on these upcoming animes, so that you can decide what kind of anime you want to watch. Alright, let's go. First off, we have sequel animes. Mob Psycho 103. Originally written and illustrated by one sensei, who is best known for his web manga series One Punch Man. The MC, Shigeo Kageyama, is an average middle school student on the outside, but actually, he is in fact a powerful Asper with tremendous psychic powers, such as giving people wedgies without lifting a finger, and causing anime studios to go bankrupt for animating its overly flashy fight scenes. Boku no Hero Academia 6th season. Just like Christmas, it's the time of the year where everyone guesses which body part gets blown to pieces by Deku. Spy X Family Part 2. One of the most highly anticipated sequel animes due to the soaring popularity of its first season. Why is it so popular? Well, 10% is due to its engaging storyline, 21% is due to Waku Waku, and the remaining 69% is because of your mama. Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War. After 10 long years, Bleach is finally making a comeback this coming season. I don't know about you guys, but the nostalgia is strong with this one. Oh, how I miss the days of me and my friends shouting Getsuga Tensho at each other like a bunch of dumbasses in the school hallway. Good times. For those of you who don't know what Bleach is, or kind of forgot about the story, you can check out my 100% incorrect summary here. There are also other sequel animes like Fumetsu no Anata-e 2nd season, Uzaki-chan wa Asobitai, Double, Mairimashita, Iruma-kun 3rd season, Kankore Itsuga no Umi de, Golden Kamui 4th season, Urusei Yatsura remake version, Yama no Susume Next Summit, Peter Grill Tokenja no Jikan Super Extra.
Nice.
Popute Pipiku 2nd season, Yowamushi Pedal Limit Break, Idolish 7 3rd Beat Part 2, Muff Love Alternative 2nd season, Megaton Q Musashi 2nd season. Moving on to manga adaptation animes. Chainsaw Man. Given how immense the hype surrounding this anime is, safe to say, this is the most anticipated anime coming up this fall. The story follows a young boy named Denji who forms a contract with a dog-like devil, only to then join the government in the fight against the world's #1 threat, devils. The storytelling and world-building of Chainsaw Man is really unique, especially how its violent scenes are actually within the context of the story. It's not your typical shonen anime. There's blood and gore all over the place, and they don't come in 250 ml water bottle sizes. They come in fucking submarine ballast tanks with gallons of blood and guts. It's an adrenaline-filled action anime with shitloads of blood bukkake. Blue Lock. Imagine Hunger Games, but the football version. In this story, the Japanese Football Association created something called the Blue Lock, a prison-like facility where 300 talented strikers from high schools all over Japan are isolated and pitted against each other. The sole survivor of Blue Lock will earn the right to become the national team striker. God, this is fucking retarded. Look, here's why this plan will fail. With an environment like that, I'm pretty sure the players will be kicking each other's balls instead of football. Can't kick the ball if you get kicked in the balls. Second, apparently Japan thinks the best way to win the World Cup is to put all your money on the striker. You do know there's 11 other neglected players in the team, right? Well, unless the striker is this dude, they're never going to win the World Cup. More than a married couple, but not lovers. The MC, Jiro Yakuin, attends a school that has a special ed course called Couple Practical. In this course, students must demonstrate that they have the necessary skills to live with a partner of the opposite sex. For example, they must learn how to use their agile fingers to scrub the dishes. What were you thinking? Naturally, the MC pairs with a random lady, and his crush is paired with a random dude. If you're curious to see how this love rectangle unfolds, be sure to check this anime out. Play it cool, guys. A slice-of-life comedy anime revolving around a group of guys who stays cool despite being clumsy all the time. You know, life is sometimes very unfair. When these boys are clumsy, they are cute. But when I'm clumsy, I'm a failure. Bocchi the Rock. Welcome to another anime about cute girls doing cute things with the guitar. This is pretty much K-On! 2.0. Guild of Depravity. The story is about Kikuru Madan, who's an excellent monster hunter. One day, he decided to quit because he doesn't want to work anymore. But the guild doesn't approve his resignation. Sounds like working in real life to me. My Master Has No Tail. It tells the story of Mameda, who is a shape-shifting tanuki girl who dreams of becoming human someday. One day, she turns into a human and heads out to Osaka, only to be discovered by a beautiful woman who is transformed by a kitsune. Thus, a tete story between a tanuki girl and kitsune woman begins. 4 people and their respective lives. It's a story about 4 friends who look like your typical group of kawaii girls on the surface, but they are actually an alien, a ninja, a cross-dresser, and a psychic. Wait, I think there's a more suitable title for this anime. Alien X Ninja X Cross-Dresser X Psychic X Girls. Next up, we have the Isekai Corner, The Eminence in Shadow. Our MC, Sid Kageno, longs to become the true mastermind, pulling the strings and having his machinations drive the entire story. Basically, a Lelouch wannabe. In his previous life in modern-day Japan, he was a normie, but now that he's reborn into a world of magic, he can finally achieve his isekai dream. Don't get deceived by the epic trailer though, it's actually more of a comedy show than an action show. You know, when God created this MC, I'm pretty sure he gave the MC 2 teaspoons of chuni, 1 cup of edginess, and 2 buckets of OP. You definitely don't want to miss this one out. Reincarnated as a sword. It's a story about the MC who got isekai'd by Truck-kun and is reincarnated as a sword in a different world. Sword-kun manages to reach a very high level by grinding in the middle of a beast-ridden forest. One day, he encounters an injured girl fleeing for her life and lets her will him to fend off the enemies. You know what this feels like? It's like you just finished the tutorial in Genshin Impact and you get a maxed at level 90 Skyward Sword by accident. Bruh. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. The show follows the story of a young girl who got isekai'd into an otome game, where she is reincarnated as the story's villainess. Instead of fighting head-on with the game's protagonist, who has all the plot armor, the young girl decides to conquer the game's final boss, the Demon King, by making him fall in love with her. What a big brain move. The beast tamer who got kicked out from his party meets a cat girl from the superior race. Well, this title is pretty self-explanatory. I somehow became stronger by raising farming-related skills. It's a story about a farmer who constantly refines his farming skills and reaches the maximum level of OP. I guess that explains why the Vietnamese farmers are so goddamn strong. Bibliophile Princess. It's about a story of a princess who loves reading and is part of the antisocial social club. But gradually, she learns to open up to others and quits the club because it has a contradictory name. Management of Novice Alchemist. It's a story about a young girl, Sarasa, who aims to become a master-class alchemist. In this anime, she gathers the materials, performs experiments, and operates a business. Are you sure this is not a documentary about a drug lord's life? Raven of the Inner Palace. The theme of this anime is based on China's history. Chinese history buffs, you wanna check this one out. Lastly, we have the original endgame adaptation anime, Shinobi no Itoki, an original anime adaptation by Troika, the very same studio that made Aonoa Zero, Recreators, and Idolish 7. I'm expecting some cool stuff from this anime. Do it yourself. This anime follows a group of high school girls working on DIY projects. Throughout the show, the girls would struggle and fail from time to time, but they never gave up and tried their best to see their projects to the end. Eternal Boys. The story follows 6 middle-aged men who suddenly decide to become an idol group out of nowhere. Apparently to them, age is just a number. I'm gonna ask my dad to dress in idol uniform and sing the Barbie song later. Akiba Mate War. An original anime adaptation that tells the story of a young girl who ventures to Akihabara to achieve her mate dream. If you have a thing for mates, this is for you. Love Flops. A rom-com original anime. This anime has a really strong cast lineup. What a feast. Legend of Mana, The Teardrop Crystal, a game adaptation anime. Vast Rock the Animation, a music-themed anime. And lastly, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. Gundam fans, rejoice! Sunrise has another Gundam anime for y'all. This time, Gundam's first ever female protagonist will be featured. If you're a diehard Gundam fan like me, this is a must-watch. And that's all the animes that are coming out this fall 2022. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you at the next one. Sayonara, minasan.